That is what it's all about. And so it begins. Let's rock and roll. To Wales! Good morning. It's the 5th of March. It's just been snowing. 6-hour drive. I did manage to get 2 hours sleep this time though in the car when I parked up. So I'm feeling pretty fabulous. And we're off. Our second solo summit. Different route today. So I'm currently on the miners track, the miners path. And I'm going to cut off and go up to a ridge. I can't pronounce it again, but I'll put it on the screen when we get there. Now, if you watched my last video, the Watkins Path and the Rid Dew in the summer last year, if you're looking at if you're looking for a route to take, the Watkins Path, you see this road running down here, the Watkins Path starts right at the bottom, almost at sea level. It's the walk with the most elevation. This route has less elevation, still rated as hard. That remains to be seen. Have had a better look at the route today. There's one bit I'm worried about, and on the drive up, that little voice of doubt was creeping in. But it'll be fine. I'm a perfectly capable human being. That stupid voice, you've got to listen to it sometimes. And it is a safety mechanism. That little voice is saying, I'm trying to keep you safe. But it's also a big barrier. So I'm not going to listen to that voice today. And we will see whether that's a good idea or not. That's where we're going. Jeez. So the route I had planned to do, this is the first time I'd seen this ridge from this side, and straight away with the weather that I knew was coming, I was questioning whether it was a good idea. I soon changed my mind. I don't know what it is with my route selection. Yet again, I'm the only one on the path. The car park's full. Lots and lots of people setting off. It's snowing at the moment, which is nice, I think. So this is where the path split. Carry on the miners path, and I think it's paved pretty much all the way up. There's all the people on that path. Or I carry on my planned route, which takes me up over these, along that ridge, and then up the scree path of the Watkins Path. Which is covered in ice and snow. I'm just thinking I need a secondary plan to get to the summit from the Watkins path. And once I commit, it's going to be a success or failure situation. If I get up there and I can't do it, I'm going to have to come all the way down. That's for another day. No, it's not. I do this way. Get to the summit, assess the scree bit of the Watkins path. When I get to the summit, and then if it's okay, I will come down the Watkins scree and then across whatever that ridge is called. I can't pronounce it. I'm reassessing. So what is my plan today? My plan today was to come up and find a suitable, that was the real plan. The real plan was to find a suitable walk for the group that I'm bringing up in June. And there's some mobility issues with that group. And so far, this path is amazing. It's beautiful. I'm not getting that, I'm not getting the buzz that I wanted, but I'm not sure if I get in a whiteout up there. I'm not sure I want that buzz either. I think I do, but the realistic voice is saying you probably don't. So I'm okay. I'm taking the easier path, not easy path, the easier path, and I'm fulfilling the mission of finding the right route for the June group. And I'm all right with that. 20 minutes in, buzzing already. Love having you guys along. My kids said, "You going alone?" And I said, "Yeah." And then one of my kids said, "Well, you won't really be alone because you've got your GoPro." And they're absolutely right. It definitely, I feel like you guys are here when I'm here, which is quite odd, but weirdly reassuring. After much mental kerfuffle, we are doing the miners up and the Pyg down. And it's looking good. I'm a little bit warm. It was very cold when I started, and I'm sure it's going to be cold at the top. I'll go through the kit on the way down. What I like to do on my videos is show you the ground underfoot, because I believe, and I know lots of people that are into the outdoors do, that this is for everybody. So I like to show what the ground is like, what's under your feet. So you'll see lots of shots of puddles and pebbles and rocks and boulders. The scree, we won't get any scree today, but it just arms you for deciding what route is best for you. I don't know what route's best for me yet. I'm new to this. Only my second time up this mountain. And I love it, I feel at home already. Just the vastness and the peak in the clouds and the anticipation that not too long I'm going to be above those clouds, and that's pretty cool. It's getting steep now. Just going to sit for a bit. Just had lots of water. Really important to hydrate. Even when it's cold, you'll still sweat lots. Taken some layers off, some of my insulation layers. Keeping the waterproof one on, just in case. Lots of blue sky. There's more blue sky coming later apparently. Just stunning up here. Been filming for ages but no battery. Nearly at the top. Mist is coming in now. Whoa, hydrating and eating snacks. Ground's very slippy, boots are doing well. It's going well, going good. This route is much harder than I expected. It's not the route that I can bring the guys that I was planning to bring on. It's too difficult for some of them, but that's okay. I'll come back, find a different route. If you know a route, if you know Snowdon well, we've got a couple of people with bad knees and hips that they don't want to rush up, but they just want to get that feeling that we get of achieving the mountain. So if you can put in the comments what you think would be the best route, then I'll whiz up. I will take your recommendation, but I'll also whiz up and do the route myself so I can see it and feel it. There will be a route, they will do it, they will achieve what they want to achieve, but it's not this one. I'm finding this one harder than the Watkins Path. Watkins Path I found an absolute doddle. This isn't difficult for me physically, but I think it's much more technical than the Watkins. Three points of contact. It's very slippy. There's a big drop. Got these today, sealskin, knitted, waterproof, touchscreen gloves. Very good. 3 points of contact. That ridge walk I was talking about earlier is over there. I really wanted to do it today, but I'm not going to. I have to balance up my enthusiasm with my skill level, and my enthusiasm and optimism is above my skill level. So I don't want to be on that ridge in a whiteout. So I'm going to sensibly but regrettably find a different route down. Whoosh, it is slippy. We're not quite there yet, but here's the train track, which, interestingly, and it's safe to do this, it's not a conventional train. It's on this cog system, like a roller coaster, because obviously trains can only go up a certain incline and then the wheels start spinning, so they had to think of a different way. And there we are, there is the summit. My second time, different route. What a place, look at this. Just Look at that. That is what it's all about. Mega. We're nearly there. Final few steps. Ooh. Yeah, I think I made the right decision. The Watkins path, there's a lot of snow on it. Comes, you can see that shiny line. Oh, are you the queue?
No.
No? It's nice to be up here when it's quiet, isn't it? Morning, guys.
Oh, my arse is stuck to this point. I don't know if I can actually peel myself back off. Mate. Slippy there, there's a... Do us a favour, mate, just take a picture of us.
Yeah, of course. Hang on, Helen, I'll be 1 sec. I'm just taking a photo for someone.
Sorry, Alan.
Camera.
Is your thingy? Oh. Yeah.
All right.
Watch yourself there, lad.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hiya.
All about it. Who are you calling a pig?
I'm calling my favourite subscriber from the top of Snowdon. How are you today? There's a delay. Oh, the signal's gone.
Right there. Right there.
Okay, well, I tried to phone my favourite subscriber. I think I timed it just right. There was no one in the queue when I came. Now it's rush hour. Time for coffee and a bit of oatmeal. And then slowly walk down, taking in the views. Love it. I stood in this exact spot in the summer and said, don't just watch it on YouTube, go and do it yourself, and I absolutely stand by that. Choose your route, choose your day, choose your weather, just go and do it. It's just fabulous. And post it on YouTube for me to watch. So this is the stone, that's down to the miner's path, and this is carried on the Pyg Track. So this is a new part for me today. A new part for me, full stop actually. Morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Right.
Morning. Kit. New kit today was sealskin knitted waterproof touchscreen gloves. They were fantastic. I wouldn't normally pay that much for gloves, but it was a birthday present and very pleased with them. Sealskin hat, super dry, super breathable. Love it. Didn't use my new Petzl head torch. What was in the bag? 8 kilograms. That's with 1.5 litres of water. Morning. Food, stove. You don't need a stove. I like to, because I like to have a hot meal, but you could do this up and down with snacks easy. I just like to have a coffee and something hot, because I drove up 6 hours, left at 10 o'clock last night from my hometown, got here 3:45 in the morning, a couple of hours sleep. Layers, so base layer, like a wicking sports base layer, then a fleece mid layer, then a Peter Storm quite thick, I think 900 fil, 900 or 600 down body warmer or gilet. Then on top of that this morning, because it was so cold, a pack light Peter Storm down jacket, all cheap stuff. Then on top of that, a waterproof layer, just a cheap one, just like a Packer Mac I think it is. And I just took them off, on and off, as I needed. What else was in the bag? Oh, I did have in the bag my heavyweight down jacket, the one with the hydrophobic down waterproof shell, just in case, because there was a weather front hanging off to the west, and depending on what weather station I looked at, they weren't sure whether it was going to swing our way or not. So for the sake of 900 grams, it's going in the bag. I did bring a head torch. Wasn't sure if I was going to walk up last night. I'll put that one on another video because I've always bought cheap head torches, and I went on Dartmoor recently with a friend and her head torch blew mine out of the water, and it was only £26. It's a Petzl Tikka, Tikka, and it's outstanding, but didn't use it, but it's in the bag just in case I did need it. No first aid kit. Drone doesn't weigh a great deal. Little bit, some paracetamol. Not masses, as I say, 8 kilos. I'm 100 kilos. Oh, there's the path. I'm 100 kilos, so 8 kilos is absolutely nothing to me. Bouncing with 8 kilos, lovely. A couple of pots and pans, the cheap ones that I did the video on. They're really good, they're really lightweight. And I used the saucepan as a lid today, which worked really well. Morning.
Morning. Morning.
That was it. Packed light, travelled fast, and I've been perfectly warm, dry. You've just got to get your system right for when you take your layers off and they go back in your bag, so they're ready to come back out as you need them without dampening anything in your bag. Or just get your kit straight. You'll find your own system. I'm as messy as hell and I've found a good system. Nearly home. I have met, albeit very briefly, some really lovely people today. Really, everyone's friendly. Outdoorsy people are friendly. One guy was so shocked coming around the corner and seeing the optimistic adventurer, he just fell over. Whew, that was tough. Way tougher than I'd given the Miner's Path and the Pyg Track credit for. So there's a lesson for me there. I'd avoided them on purpose because I wrongly assumed they wouldn't be challenging enough. And they are. They are challenging. Beautiful and challenging. Still prefer, I think my favourite so far is the Rid D. 22.25 hours from start to finish. Lots of driving. But somebody said to me at work, oh, what are you doing this weekend? I said, I'm going to Snowdon. And they went, oh yeah, I'm going to do that one day. And I said, well, I've trained myself to stop saying I'm going to do that one day and say I'm going to do that tomorrow, or I'm going to do that this weekend, or I'm going to do that in 10 days time. Choose when you do it, decide you're doing it and do it. We're only here once. I hate cliches and inspirational stuff, but we are only here once. And I saw this on Instagram and I loved it, and it's pretty much where I am. Thank you again for joining me. Until next time.